Now in this slide, in previous slide, we have to already know about some points about the main reproductive organ. Okay, male reproductive organ or male reproductive system. Okay, so now in next slide we have to discuss the diagram with the help of diagram, labeling plot. This is the typical diagram of male reproductive organ, okay, male reproductive system. Now we are going to label it. Then listen the labeling. If you remember that excretory system, and definitely this diagram will help you. Okay, now I'm going to label it. But listen very carefully. With the help of labeling, one by one we are discussing about the points also. This is the testis. This is the testis. Okay. This is also a testis. This is also a testis. Okay. So one pair of testis is present. Testis. Here the points were testis help in the formation of it. Help in the formation of sperm. Okay, it also help for releasing testosterone or androgen hormone. Okay, which was responsible for male secondary sexual character. What are the male secondary sexual character? Just like a beard, okay, formation of sperm, shoulder muscles heavy. These are the some secondary sexual. Secondary sexual means physical character. Okay, physical and some more points that is called a secondary sexual character. So these are related to the testis. Okay, the things which that hold this testis, that's this layer is called as epididymis. Epididymis. Okay, epididymis, it help in holding the testis. Help in holding the testis. Okay, holding the testis at their place. Okay, the next point is important because one more things is there. This layer, this and this. Okay, this layer is called as vas deferens. Vas deferens. Okay, that is also called as sperm duct. The sperm duct. But one thing that you know about this, that is sperm duct. One thing you have to know about this, that what is the work of that? It help to collect the sperm, help to receive the sperm from testis. Okay. Later we will discuss some contraceptive way, that cutting off vas deferens. Later we will discuss. Okay. You see this, if the sperm will be enter from here, okay, then it will be transferred through this. Okay, it will be transferred through this, and it will be moved with a common duct. That common duct, this common duct is called as you already know that in a, that excretory system. Okay, one duct is there, that is called as urethra. That is called as what? Urethra. So it is the single path through which urine as well as sperm will be moved out. That's why that urethra is called as urinogenital duct. Genital duct. So the question is arise that what is urinogenital duct? The urethra is called as urinogenital duct because it is the single path through which we will write that single path through which sperm plus urine will release. Sperm plus urine urine will ejaculated or removed. Okay, so this is the question, this was the question will be definitely asking to you. Okay, now the muscular layer which was present at the tip of urethra, this is called as penis. Okay, the muscular layer, it is a muscular layer, muscular layer present on urethra. Okay, it help in ejaculation of sperm, help in ejaculation of sperm. Okay, so maximum question will be arise from this. Okay, so we have to be careful about this. Okay, so these are some accessory part, sorry, these are the main part of that is human male reproductive system. Now one more things we will be going to add it, listen very carefully. Okay, these two that is called as seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicles, the work of seminal vesicle to give nourishment to the sperm, give nourishment to sperm or nutrition to sperm. Okay, that is the important thing, you always be remember. Okay, these two gland are called as prostate gland. Okay, it also give nutrition to the sperm, give nutrition to sperm. Okay, first thing. Okay, clear? So always the question will be arise that write the function of seminal vesicle and prostate gland. So simply you write that it gives nutrition to the developing sperm. Okay, one gland will be added in previous year, that these two gland is called as Cowper's gland. In Cowper's gland give sugar to sperm. Sugar means it gives nourishment, sugar will give nutrition. So these are some points regarding to this. Okay, I think everything will be clear through this diagram. Okay, so if everything should be clear, then we'll move to the next slide. That is next slide we will discuss about the female reproductive system. Okay, so this diagram, I think this diagram should be clear. Okay, so in this slide we are going to discuss about the female reproductive organ, female reproductive system or female reproductive system. In female reproductive system, as like that male reproductive system, okay, if one pair of testes is present in male reproductive system, simply they will told that one pair of ovary is present. One pair of ovary is present. Okay, ovary help in the formation of ova, ovum or egg. Okay, and it also help to release hormone. Number one, that is estrogen. In some book it was given as oestrogen, or it is oestrogen simply. Okay, this it was help in the formation of ova. Okay, It was also responsible for female secondary sexual character. Female secondary sexual character. Female secondary sexual character, like so many things are there. Okay, menstruation cycle will be started, so shoulder ward down, low pitch voice, all the things are there. Okay, clear? Now the second hormone which was released by this testis, that is called as progesterone. Progesterone. Progesterone, it was also called as birth hormone. It was also called as birth hormone. Birth hormone, because it was released during pregnancy. Okay, so these two hormones will be released out there. Okay, clear or not? Okay, so one pair of testes is present in male and one pair of ovaries. Some so the difference will be also come, that is male reproductive system and female reproductive system. So you easily you compare it. Okay, and you have to write your answer. Okay. Now some more points will be remaining. Okay, also meaning it was present. It was present inside the abdominal cavity. Okay, inside the body, it means abdominal cavity. Okay, more points are still remaining. That is, you all know that one more point, that is in class 7 or in class 8, that is menarche. Okay, what is menarche? So simply we'll write that the age at which okay, ovary start for the formation of ova, okay, is called as menarche. It is at the age of now the age is okay, is that is 10 to 12 age. Okay, so this is the menarche. In next slide we have to discuss about the second one. The second one, that is called as menopause. Menopause, the age at which ovary stop for the formation of ova is called as menopause. It was at the age of, now the age is little bit less. Okay, the age is, it was given 50 to 55 year. Okay, so one thing is remaining. Two ovary are present in that. Okay, clear? To alternate 20 days in, alternate 28 days, ovary was held in the formation of ova. Okay, if unfertilized ova will be released from the vagina. Later we will discuss about what is vagina. Okay. Okay. That a cycle is operated. Cycle is operated called menstruation cycle. Menstruation cycle. Okay. So the cycle of menstruation cycle will be started at 28 to 30 days. It will be of 28 days normally. Okay. So in the next slide we are going to discuss a diagram of that female reproductive organ. This one is the female reproductive organ, female reproductive system. Okay. Now we are going to label the diagram. Okay, listen very carefully. This is called as ovary. Ovary, as you already know that ovary help in the formation of ova. Okay, it also help to release hormone, the two hormones that I already told you, that is estrogen and progesterone. Okay, these two hormones are there, estrogen and progesterone. Clear? Now the next one, that the structure which was present in male reproductive system, that which help to hold the testes. So here a finger-like structure is present which hold that ovary at their place. This structure is called as fimbriae. It was helped to hold the ovary. Okay. In male reproductive system, the duct which carry the sperm, that is called as sperm duct, but here the duct which was carry that ova, that is called as oviduct. Okay, or fallopian tube. Oviduct or fallopian tube. Clear? If the ovary is transferred through this, okay, suppose that ova is transferred through this, it was opened into a common duct. This common duct, that the common duct is present, that is called as uterus. Okay, so it was the common duct. It was the common duct in which ova is present. Okay, it was the common duct. Clear? The layer which was present here, this layer is called as cervix. Cervix is the muscular part. Okay, and below that cervix it is the muscular, and that is called as vagina. It helps to receive the sperm. Okay, clear? Now listen very carefully. Some more points is also written. Okay, more points here, that is this layer. There are three layers, but in your syllabus only one layer is there, that is called as endometrium, mesometrium or myometrium, but later we will discuss. It is not in your syllabus. Okay, so everything I think that it should be clear in this. Okay, so in female reproductive organ, this one is there. Okay, I think everyone is clear. So later we will discuss some more points. Okay, through this diagram. If we know about this, okay, maximum things are there. I am going to draw the diagram of female reproductive system. Okay, listen very carefully. Okay, suppose that if I am going to draw one part, okay, suppose that Only a single part that I will do. Okay, suppose that a single part that I will do. Okay, suppose that this one. Okay, suppose that here is the fimbriae and here is one that is ovary. Okay, suppose that this ovary was help in the formation of ova. Okay, that ova is enter here, while entering here is the formation of blood capillaries. There are so many blood capillaries will be formed. There are so many blood capillaries should be formed. Here are so many blood capillaries. Okay, while the ova is entering here, and the fertilization will be not take place, then this ova is called as unfertilized ova. Okay, due to the pressure of this ova, the blood capillary has been ruptured here. The blood capillaries had been ruptured here, and through this vagina, the unfertilized ova plus blood will be released from the body of female. Okay, that is called as bleeding flow, or it is also called as bleeding period, or commonly called as period. Okay, so these are some points that you always remember about this bleeding flow, bleeding period, or period. Okay, so it was take place that is in between the menstruation cycle, that is 28 days or 21 days. Okay, now in the next one we are going to discuss about the fertilization. Okay, if the fertilization will take place, then what will happen in that process? Okay, now listen very carefully. As we already know that fertilization is internal, so suppose that this is the diagram of female, one part that I will draw. Okay, suppose that this is a diagram of female. Okay, so suppose that this one is the fimbriae part, and here is the ovary. Okay, suppose that the ova is present here. Suppose that here is the ova, this one is the ova, and from this side the sperm will be enter. Suppose that here the sperm will fuse here, this one is sperm will fuse here. Okay, then the process of fertilization take place. Okay, if the fertilization will take place, then there is a formation of zygote, Okay, so zygote have so many divisions. Suppose that first it was division like this, two cells were divided. After that it was divided. There are so many stages. That stages is not in your syllabus. That is blastula, marula, gastrula. These are not in your syllabus. Okay, and later it was divided into so many parts. In that 16 to 32 part that the zygote is divided, but here is no space is there, so we will write that only this one. Okay, after 16 to 13 stage, it is converted into the embryo. Okay, and that embryo, okay, is attached to the wall of uterus. That embryo is attached the wall of uterus. The place where it was attached, that is called as placenta. So the question is arise that what is placenta? So you write that the place where the wall of uterus where the embryo will attach is called placenta, and it gives nourishment to the developing embryo. Okay, the placenta is a disc-shaped structure in the wall of uterus on that embryo will attach and it give nourishment. Okay, so if the embryo is attached here, then it will be developed and later it form into the fetus and later it was developed into a baby. Okay, clear? I think all the points should be clear in there. Okay, and one tube which was attached to the navel of the baby, that is called as umbilical cord. Umbilical cord. Umbilical cord helped to give the nourishment to the baby which was present in the womb of their mother. Okay, okay. It helped to transfer. It helped to transfer. It helped to transfer. It helped to transfer nourishment to the baby, and also help to transfer the oxygen, okay, to the baby which was present in the womb of that woman. So this is the things which we have always remaining. Okay, what are the things is that, what are the points was that. Okay, you have to remember this. Okay, so this is the last one. Okay, of this diagrammatic point of view. Now, some contraceptive method we have to know about for birth control. How we control the birth, because day by day the population will be increased. Okay, so contraceptive method of birth control. Contraceptive method of birth control. Okay, so many contraceptive method of birth control, but first we will discuss about some physical. Okay, physical way, simply just the one first will avoid copulation, or avoid intimacy. Okay, second one, that use condoms. Okay, use condoms. Okay, the third one, use copper T only in female. Okay, clear? The one question is arise that which method is used if suppose no sorry the question is arise that if the woman is using copper T, it will be protect from sexual transmitted disease, yes or no? The answer is no. Copper T is only protect through the sperm. It does not allow that sperm will be enter. Condom is only the way that protect from STDs, yani sexual transmitted disease. One point is in your syllabus, but you have to know about the sexual transmitted disease, just like AIDS disease or gonorrhea or syphilis or various one, hepatitis. These are the things. Okay. The second one you have to first know. The second one, that is chemical way. In chemical way, in market there are so many medicines are there, but there are so many medicine. Oral pills are there. Some medicines are there. Okay, some medicines that is spermaticides, oocytes. Okay, so they kill the sperms. Okay, suppose a fertilization will take place. Some oral pills are present in the market. If that oral pill you have to take, okay, then the zygote which was formed, it will be ruptured. Okay, these are the things. But there are so many side effects also you will find. So most probably it will be avoided. The third one is that is surgical method. Surgical way. That one is most important method. Okay. In this, the first one that is called as vasectomy. Vasectomy. Vasectomy, as we know that vas difference is also called as what? Sperm duct. Okay. Cut and bind of vas difference. Simply we will write that cut and bind of vas difference. Okay, is called as vasectomy. Through that, sperm will be not ejaculated. Sperm will be formed by the testes, but it will be not enter. That is, sperm will be not enter in that urethra or urinogenital duct. So the fertilization will not take place. Okay. The second one, that is tubectomy. Tubectomy. In tubectomy, okay, cut and bind of fallopian tube. Cut and bind of fallopian tube. Cut and bind of fallopian tube. In that, the ovary help in the formation of ova, but that ova is not enter in the uterus, or it does not enter in that oviduct, or the sperm will be not enter in the oviduct, okay, or fallopian tube. Okay. One more point that is left here, but you have to remember that fertilization take place in fallopian tube. Note, that is an important question. Fertilization take place in fallopian tube. Always remember. So this is the third one. Now come to the third one, that is not important because it should be banned. Abortion. If there is a development of a baby, removal of fetus. Okay, removal of fetus. It will be banned by the government because so many disadvantages of that abortion. Okay, so these are some contraceptive method of birth control that you always remember of that. Okay, the next thing, that is STDs, which was important. The important one, only the four, you have to remember that four one. Okay, what are the four one? That is STDs. STDs, it means sexually transmitted disease. Sexually transmitted disease. In sexually transmitted, you have to remember that four disease, that is AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. In class 9, as I already told, that it was not a disease, it is just a syndrome. Okay. The second one, that is hepatitis B. Hepatitis B. The third one, that is gonorrhea. And the fourth one, that is syphilis. Okay, these two are viral disease, but it will be virus infection. Okay, and these two are bacterial disease. Okay, so the question is arise that, name two viral disease, that is AIDS and hepatitis B, or name two that bacterial disease, that is gonorrhea and syphilis. One more disease is that is called as warts, WARTS, that is a bacterial disease. So always remember this. So this is all about the chapter number 3, that is reproduction in plants and animals, or simply that in your book it was given that how do organisms reproduce. Okay. So this is all about today. The next chapter, that is heredity, because the evolution part is deleted. So the heredity part will start in the next video lecture. Okay? So one thing you must remember, that heredity is totally important. Okay, And the second thing is that is totally a totally new chapter for you. Okay, so be ready for the next video. This is all about this. Thank you.